Hey guys, this gamer guy here. It's been a while since I've recorded videos. I'm trying to get back more into doing this, so hopefully I'll have a video up at least 1 to 2 times weekly is what's going on. Enough about that. We're here talking about Destiny 2 today, a game that I put 1,300 plus hours into. Who knows how more on Xbox. And I wanted to talk a lot about what's happened since the final update and how I feel about the game and what's been going on with some of the things that I've noticed that's very much needed to be talked about. And one thing that I don't hear anyone talking about, and I wanted to mention it myself, and hopefully people pay attention to it more. So, this is the good, the bad, and the colorful sunset of Destiny 2. So, first thing I want to talk about right off the rip is the fact is this thing right here. Go up here, the Destiny announcement page. This did not used to be there. I'm really glad they added it in the game. As you see, you got new stuff going on. You've also got whatever feature things happening at the moment. This needed to be there a long time ago. I'm glad it's here though. It's a great new addition. They could have put the TWABs in here. In case you don't know what a TWAB is, it's This Week at Bungie, where they used to do a weekly story about what's all going on with the game and new updates and anything that's going on with the game every week. They should have added that a long time ago. In here, this would have been a great place for it. This is definitely a thumbs up for adding new stuff. Just kind of feels like since the final update, it's not going to be used that much. But still, it's a good thing to have there. Alright, so what I wanted to do was talk about the guns that's going on right now, and one of the things. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new add-ons that have added. I believe I guess they call it stars, extra rarity pieces that they've added to the game. You can see it right here with the call, how they have this appear in the corner. The tier system. I kind of feel it didn't need to be in the game, but at the same time, it kind of went towards I'm guessing the Destiny Rising add-on pieces is why they added it. I'm really happy that these give enhanced traits towards the weapon and makes the weapons better. It's a unique choice to add to a mainline game compared to like a mobile game where you would definitely expect this type of rare to be in a mobile game. As you can see here, this is the call. For anyone who's played the last couple expansions, this one was in the final shape expansion that you can actually craft. And of course, this probably asks one of your questions: is the craftable weapons able to add this? Yes, it is. One of the things I definitely notice is the fact is when you do craftable weapons, you have to set up your setup the same way you normally do. I can show it to you here in a few moments. We'll talk about that more later. Perfect ending, bold endings. Very good gun. You know, if you haven't gotten enough to build this gun up, one of the things that's funny is that this is registered as a newer weapon, technically the final shape edition. But if you notice something, there's no way to upgrade it from here. You cannot upgrade this version of the weapon. You actually have to go and shape this weapon to get the upgrades. It's kind of weird that you can't do that directly from here if you have this weapon. You have to go shape it first to get the upgrades. Which another thing is they added on back in the final shape version. You can just level the guns up and you would upgrade the weapon and upgrade the traits. Now you have to upgrade the weapons level and pay for the tier upgrades to get the upgraded parts. Kind of felt they really didn't need that, but that's a thing now. One thing you're going to notice here is you can still get the deep sight resonance for this weapon, which is the only way to get this weapon unlocked for shaping. I have one, but I'm not going to spin on this one because I'm not really sure what's my next weapon I need for. But you have to unlock the weapon first before shaping, then you can upgrade it to have better perks. Okay, so if you hang on to them, get deep sight, you can get those. You guys remember this one? Everybody remembers this weapon.
Yeah, boy.
Especially if you're in PvP, you remember this weapon. This one dominated PvP for a couple of seasons. Very strong shotgun, especially if you slide with the slide shot. Ooh, this weapon just ate people alive. But anyway, this one was one of the specialty shop package weapons. The specialty ones you wanted to get. And of course, I can't really remember off the top where I got this from, but it's a good weapon, and I should remember, just looking at the side of it, it's from Lord Saladin. Yeah, I am so terrible today. I'm so sorry. Now, this weapon, when you get it, you'll notice something. Has anyone noticed it yet? There's no upgrade. You can't upgrade it. There is no tier system. This weapon versus other weapons right now, this weapon may still have somewhat viability, but nowhere near as much as others. It's supposed to actually have a tier package added to it, but it doesn't. Okay, so we have that one, and I know I have the shotgun on me, because I was playing with it. No, I don't have the shotgun on me.
2,000 years later.
But like, this one here, perfect example. Why would you choose that one when you choose one like this? You got upgraded perks, and when you do this here, which is the gear tier upgrade, when you upgrade them, they actually upgrade each of the perk sets you get. That makes that old weapon completely useless now. That makes Phone Wonders why not worth it. I mean, is it? Because I mean, I've gotten better shotguns since then. So I don't really see what to do about that. Because now that we know that there's better weapons out there that you can't upgrade to do that, which I think they've had like 4 different ways you can upgrade weapons back in the day now.
What did he say?
Tier system. It's a lot. But one of the issues I wanted to bring up was like this here. Last Dance. Very well weapon. Any, like this one. I don't even know which version that is. I think it's a new one. But this one, I actually like the fact of it because it's an alternative to Drain. And it's quite a good weapon, especially if you run arc builds, which there are really good arc builds out there right now. And I mean, you can't complain. It's a pretty good weapon. And it comes with an upgrade, so you know that's a better version. Get an upgraded version of them. If I remember, for a while there, I actually had the original Drain that you unlocked when you got Stern, and I carried that thing for freaking ever, even through the sunset, the first sunset. And I'm like, it's a good gun. I can't complain. But again, you know, when you got upgraded perk systems, the other gun's no longer viable anymore. And on top of that is your exotics. You have the exotic catalyst, which builds your weapon up really well, but they don't have a tier system. And if they're not a part of the crafting station on Mars, they don't get the upgrade.
Are you kidding me?
But that also gives me a good idea to go check out. And I'm going to go check it out with you guys right now. Is we are going to go. So I know it's over there, but we're going to go check it. This is another thing I'm going to talk about here in a minute. It's the portal, probably within part 2 of this video. But the portal is gone.
Nice.
Well, okay, half gone. The portal's actually down here now, and I'll explain everything with that in a minute. Is if you can reshape, hold a weapon with upgraded perks, especially an exotic. Let's go submachine gun. And yes, I use this gun a lot. I'm at level 82. And it's a no. Can't do it. Is it different? I don't. It's the same one. Okay. You can't upgrade them. So, I mean, they still have their good abilities, but you can't change anything about them that treated as they did. But in case you're wondering, yes, if you get any of the weapons here in the crafting station, which I'm missing some of them, quite a few actually, um, they can be upgraded with them. So it's like you noticed earlier, you couldn't click on mold endings, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it real quick to show you can. Mold endings. So the first one on there. As you can see, yeah, they're still there. Lots of parts on there. Not really gonna worry about builds. We're gonna put it together just for show. Oh, hello? Oh, I'm broke. That's not good. Alright. Well, I can't do that right now. But you can't upgrade them. But you can't upgrade if you can shape up, which is a good thing. But if you collect a lot of old weapons from back in the day, most of them are not going to be viable anymore. Like this one here, the Regent. You can still, I keep them because they still have the, you know, craftable pulls that you have to do with deep sight. But if I didn't, they're useless. And yeah, I keep all the deep sight weapons that I've collected to try to get, them unlocked. But obviously, I wasn't here for a lot of those things. So, but if they're not part of deep sight, they're almost not worth it for the old weapons. Especially if you pull certain weapons from the collections, you can't do those anymore. Plus, I was thinking like one like this, I was gonna upgrade this with, oh wait, no, you can't because they don't let you. And also the fact is, this gun still this day does not have the catalyst.
You serious?
Still, I remember when this gun was a nightmare. I do believe there is one, but another thing I noticed is that they start adding more of these. It's, but yeah, they started adding more of these to guns. But I noticed they also added them to uh, legendaries too, which I thought was kind of weird. But yes, legendaries can carry some. You just have to find out which ones might have it. And they also have combat flare, which is another thing that's kind of dumb because these used to always be on guns, and now you have to get tier 5 to use it. In case you're wondering what those are, let me go ahead and go to my tier 5 to call real quick. But it's the like celebratory visuals when defeating enemies. When they did the 30th edition of the Halo kind of thing that they did, there was a deal where you do like the party confetti whenever you headshot someone, just like you used to do on the Grunts or Grunt's birthday party. But now we've got these. I think it's funny. It's got like a preview thing, but you can't. I guess. Uh, and of course, if you have bodies of it, you can look at other fills of it, which again is weird because it doesn't do anything. I mean, that's fine, but okay. I'm trying to remember. I know I've got another weapon that has that on it. I gotta find it real quick.
One eternity later.
Aha! So, took me a second to find it. I'm sorry it took that long, but as everybody knows, the Mighty Tool, the gun we've all known well. Which I thought the macro tool would come with the one with the wall, which I was surprised that they added another version, but then again, they added unfall, so. Alright. But yes, this is, you know, legendary weapon. Technically, it is a part of the exotic series because you really do want to use this with the multi tool. It actually comes with ornaments. In case you're wondering, yes, that means this gun comes with a different look. I should really go find one. If I do, I'll let you guys know in another video, but it does come with a different appearance, not just a paint job. And see, this one comes with it as well. It's got a original version of it, I guess. I don't understand why that's a thing, but I mean, it's already the same gun. I just got to change the color around, or just not have a color. Ooh,
Damn!
hello. That wasn't originally gold. Is that because of the skin? It's because of the skin. Okay, so this needs to make it a gold, very gold weapon. Of course, I don't like the fact that half the gun's not gold, but gold. I don't know what's going on if that didn't come with it or not. But I'm so surprised that those weapons do come with them. Some ones I think are very odd that they do, and some don't. I can understand the ornaments on the armor because they're trying to copy Final Fantasy XIV glamour style, bringing glamour over your own gear, which was a smart move, but also the way they implemented it was not good. So yeah, they definitely needed to go back to the drawing table about that. But then again, Bungie was trying to find any way possible to make extra money on the side, and that was not a smart move. I definitely believe that was not a smart move, but that's just me. Okay, so back to what I want to talk about is we have so many new additions to the way. Yeah, I still have the Callus one, by the way. I kept it for. I got the upgraded version, and it does come with an upgrade. So I have the Mida mini tool, the Callus mini tool, and now the macro tool. And yes, when you upgrade this one, you will get all the upgrades, and you can also go to the shaper and change it, because yes. But another thing I wanted to talk about was the weapon selection that we have now. And it's usually a lot of things that I understand that a lot of people like about games like this, especially with looter shooters. We have 1,470 weapons,
What the shit?
not counting the exotics. To me personally, this is just something that I've mulled over for a long time. I think instead of having a whole bunch of all the same weapons, because we know that Destiny's reused a bunch of weapons over the years. Nobody can deny that. That is the thing. They've reused a ton of weapons over the years. And sometimes you get lucky and there's new ones, sometimes you don't. But like one of the weapons I was actually working on a kind of a side thing for to talk about. We got moved down here is the what I call the vest auto rifle setup. Vice, sorry. There's 11 of these.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
There's that one. Let's see. There's the blue upgraded version.
Another one.
Looks exactly the same. It really doesn't. Another one here. Let's see. The yellow jacket. Looks a little bit better, but not much.
Another one.
It's the same gun. It didn't change its body or anything. Let me see if I can find any more here. Yep. The one you get from doing wolves.
Another one.
I do not have this one yet. I should have had it because they just got done with the weekend. But it's a part of it. This is actually the best one you can get. Out of all of the Vice auto rifles, this is the best one you can get because it comes with like the largest perk pool in its RNG. Okay, why didn't you just... But the fact is, all the rest of the guns are now useless. All other 10 models are useless. And you're probably thinking, well, no, I like this one because it's pretty, the Vicodin or the Vicodin. But all the other weapons are pretty much the same. Even the let me see if I can find it. Let me see here. Like the crate.
Another
I
one.
mean, this one's actually worse than uh the Dark Decider because it's got less of a purple. And even if you get this weapon, it doesn't matter. It's non-upgradable. You cannot upgrade them because it's not set up to do that. So is all the old ones. They're not set up to do those anymore. And I've looked in all 11 variants, which one of the variants doesn't even show up here anymore, which is sad. I'm, and in case you're wondering which one I'm talking about, it's Hollow Earth. You only unlocked it by doing the faction missions. It's not in the game anymore. The only way you can even have Hollow Earth right now is if you kept it through everything. If you kept it in your vault and never lost it, you just kept it the whole time. That's the only way you have one. And you're talking about factions. That was year 2, I think? Year 1, year 2, something like that? That long ago. And you can never get that gun again. Ever. And, that's another thing I looked at. Is like, I looked through and checked on light.gg, which is where I get to look up other weapons, especially when I'm doing comparisons. A lot of these guns are missing. A lot of them are. But at the same time, why not just do what you were doing with these other weapons with the skins and just make the Dark Decider and then put the Hollow Earth skin and the Sand Wasp skin and all those other ones and just make that one the RNG you go for. And then you just pick out what skin you want. And you don't have to make it to where you can even craft it if you want to. You don't even have to add that. If you want to keep the loot-based RNG style with the game, just have that one weapon, have all those skins added onto it, the Hollow Earth, the Yellow Wasp, Sand Wasp, the Crate, the, I think, I can't remember. I can't believe I can't remember my brain today, I tell you. Let's see here. It's not that one. Come on. I know I've had it once at least. There it is. This one here. Same weapon. Doesn't change its body style. Same weapon. Just slightly different purple. All these guns are exactly the same. You can combine them into one gun. And when you change the skin of the gun, it changes to the name. So since this one's the, well, I can try to say that right now. It would say that. Or it would say Dark Decider or Hollow Earth or Sand Wasp or Yellow Wasp, whichever one you're using, and you either build up the weapon. I really do like the way in Destiny 1 where you get the weapon and you can level up perks and like level up the weapon to make it a little bit better. Even Destiny 1, I do feel like it was not all put together yet, but at least something. But I think the idea is this weapon should have been combined into one, all 11 variants, and yes, there's 11 of them, and made to upgrade. And then, or you could take the upgrade system. I would probably keep the upgrade system and make it to where you have to go get the weapon. So you still have to go deal with the RNG of the game. So you still have that looter shooter RNG aspect to it. But you can also level up the gun after the fact and get the upgraded perk systems and the upgraded mod sockets and stuff like that. You can still do that, but you have to go get the weapon first. And since from what I originally have, this one has a pretty big, almost every perk I can think of. The only difference is when you look at the what's called the 5th perk or the extra perk that some of these weapons come with, it's different. It's the Vest Stinger protocol, and I believe it comes with the Sulking Wolf protocol as well. Yeah, Sulking Wolf and Vest Stinger. Vice Stinger. Sorry, I'm terrible. But the 5th purple And then what you do is you go out and, let's say this is only during the time for wolves. Go out, and I know, okay, I want the Dark Decider. I'm still looking for my best version. When I get the gun, I'm going to put Hollow Earth on it, put an extra, cover on it, and we're good to go. I think that's a very good way to put it. And I think that's the better way they should have done guns, because even if one say, "Oh well, we'll lose all the loot," there's so much loot in the game. Be honest with yourself, that only about 25% of these weapons that are non-exotic are even worth collecting. And I think I think with the new upgrades, about 25%. So 75% of it's garbage, no matter what you do. And if you go on light.gg, which is really what I tend to do, I tend to look at a weapon. I was like, okay, what weapon is this? This comes with this body, this frame style, this elemental affinity, comes with all these perks. So these other weapons are non-useful because of this one. So why not just combine them? I mean, I know not all the guns are the same. Trust me, I know they're not all the same. But there's quite a few sets of them that they reused that could have been just combined into one with new skins. They wouldn't have lost anything. You still would have had them out in the loot pool. There wouldn't be a lot of different guns to have to deal with. And we wouldn't have constant reused content every season. Now moving on from there to the next part of this is weapons like this. Sweet Sorrow came out a very specific season. And this one came out and you can only unlock it in the helm. You had to get 5 of them with red bars, and I believe at the time you could just scrap it to get the red bar ability. But there's a problem with that now. A big problem. The helm's gone. Completely gone. You cannot get back to it. And the reason why is because the helm used to be added on Earth. You go ahead and switch over here. We'll find probably in button now. But if you go to destinations, it used to be down here. It was in the last city. It's not here anymore. There was a certain, I think they did 2 seasons here where you can go to, well, at one point the helm was actually its own official piece. And then it crash landed in the last city during one of the seasons, and that's where you went to go work on it. But it's completely gone now. It's not there. You can't go back to it. So any weapons that you wanted to unlock from there are gone. Unless they put them back on the perk pool, and no one's told anyone, you can't do anything. You can't get them back. So we lost all those weapons now, and lost probably any chance of getting these weapons, unless there's another area that I don't know about, which I thought about checking over here with our monument part, but I don't believe I saw them there. But okay, so we're here at the Tenet Bravery. This is the only one that has the body rewards that you see here. I checked through all these. They're not there. Those weapons are gone. I don't even know if it's even possible to even get those weapons in. And like all the rest of them have like a special, get and stuff like that. But everything depends on the event. Those weapons you can't get them back. I haven't seen any place where you can. So what that means is that all of the old
What
deep
have
sight
we here?
weapons
Even undated computer
will
language.
never finish them.
Could use some extra glimmer for the bar tonight.
And it's kind of sad, actually, knowing that a lot of old weapons, they're not worth getting. And I know some people might say, oh, well, you don't need those old weapons. We have new weapons. You don't need those. It ain't about that. It's about that there's
Make us
content
proud.
again in this game that is completely unattainable again. And the fact is, these weapons are
Fenchurch does the
lost
exploring.
too easily.
I make the
Permanently.
deals.
And I checked with Zavala, I checked with Zur, I checked with everybody. No one has them.
This is taking forever.
There's no way to get them. And I kind of feel that losing the chance to be able to finish this weapon.
Need
I've
something
seen
new?
they can be
Eververse
upgraded.
has it.
I'm talking. They could be upgraded. They're gone. We'll never get them back.
Our inventory is stocked, so no rush.
Now, I looked here and like, okay, legendary accessories. I even tried looking over here and I didn't see them anywhere. Flare stuff, for doing flare things. I mean, it's cool that they add those, but at the same time, with how much is lost, it doesn't feel the same. I guess that's one of the points that's been bothering me a lot with this game is the fact is there's so much been lost. I mean, anyone who's played this game for a long time knows that we lost a lot of the original content to it. Not even show here, let's go to destinations. And you can click right
She
here in the
said
time.
she wanted to express herself, so I
So
gave
if
her
you
a
really
thumbs
want to
up.
talk about the timeline of stuff right now, I think as far back as you can go is here Shadow. I don't even think you can do. I think you can still do Shadow Keep.
The ring tastes funny
But
these
Forsaken,
days.
I think you might be able to do. But this one right here, you cannot do. You cannot do the Red War anymore. You can't do Curse of Osiris, and you can't do Warmind. Even though I bought them, I bought every single one of them. I can't do them anymore. This one here does have you can actually go do that specific quest, but that's it, and that's a really hard quest because I'm a big K fan.
I guess it's official.
But yeah, we've lost a lot of
Sure.
stuff.
Rhythmic,
Over the
physical
years that I
expressions
totally
won't
lost.
win a fight, but they feel
And
good.
of course, if you
And
didn't
feeling good
buy
is better than not.
certain stuff, you didn't get it.
Fire is the
But I feel like there's
Beautiful views
still
up here.
plenty of content that's still
I wish I
missing from the
remembered my
game.
camera.
Everything from the helm is gone. So if you didn't get it from the helm and you didn't do those quests, you've lost any chance of getting those now.
Oh, no.
Mostly that's one of my biggest issues right now with the game is
I just want to know who's in charge.
I'm glad they fixed all of them. Like one of the things like next thing
Eververse trades in goods we feel enhance a Guardian's journey.
At night, you can't
It's
see
not
the
down
day.
here.
Much.
Unless you do like phone shake, then you get those stuff. That's it. And I felt they definitely should have thought about that. Hey, this is the final update. What's the list of everything this game needs? Okay, it's missing this. We need to add these. We need to add this back in the game. We need to add that back in the game. It just Sony messed up big time with this. And I'm not playing Mirror, and I don't blame anyone for not playing it. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want nothing to do with the game because the fact is it killed a game that didn't deserve to die. Now, am I seeing budgies and did nothing wrong? No, they still did their own things wrong. There's a lot of things in this game they should have fixed. A lot of things they should have fixed. And now it never will be. And that's because of Sony. So I hope in future, if anyone else is going to step into the loot shooter space area to, if you're going to make a different game that's kind of like this, please understand more quality, less quantity. More quality weapons. Make these weapons worth going. Make these RNG builds that we're going after, make them worth it. Don't just shove a bunch of stuff in the game and reuse a bunch of stuff because like, oh well, this will work. Just shove more stuff in, it'll be fine. No. Look at a gun, look at a place, look at armor, look at whatever you want to add in the game and think, how can I make this meaningful? What can make it worth it? Make every single part of this worth it to get this weapon. That is how you make a good game. Make a game feel good to play. Make the stuff you get in a game worth getting. And don't just, well, you should spend some money and move on. You spend money on us and we'll just give it to you and be fine. You'll just get ahead. Please stop that. I understand you gotta make some money, but spend it on cosmetics on That's fine. Some cosmetics. You know, if they just make simply bolt springs, I think you can buy simply bolts directly in the store. It's fine. We'll go out and get our own. We'll go out and get the parts we need, and then we'll use your synthwave. We'll use the clothes, and boom, we've got it. Just don't do any of those stuff. And I really hope in the future either Destiny gets a 3 and they completely clean this game from the ground up and make a whole new, more polished version of the game. Which I thought see some like Sony's taking L's like nobody's business right now. But if anyone else is gonna step in the blue shooter scene right now, be careful, be smart, quality over quantity, and don't add a bunch of unnecessary crap that the game doesn't need. And if you are gonna add a bunch of stuff to the game, don't take it out because oh well they don't do that much here. Leave it. Because that is a part of the game. And even though I bought old content, I can't play these. I can't mess with the home. Can't go back to play the Red War. I can't go back to play Curse of Osiris or Warmind or any of that other stuff because the fund decided, well, thank you guys for hearing me out. I know it was a long video, way longer than I planned to have it, but if anything, I hope someone takes this video, watch it, think, okay, I'm making my new game. I see what they're talking about. Maybe positivity positive in the gaming space right now because that's what we need more than anything. All the negativity going on with the consoles cutting physical copies, the constant price hikes, the RAM issue, which I'm hoping gets fixed soon with Asus. Yeah, I know about that. Asus, I hope you fix it. We need good news in the space game. Bad. We need to get back to something that matters to the game. So I'm gonna say this. I'm still gonna play around the game a bit longer. I still love this game, but I'm also saying to all my guardians out there, I hope a better future falls. I really do. So, see you later, guardians.